Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to create a full face on Merit Beauty. And Merit is a really good brand. It's a minimalist brand. So this is something that if you like makeup but you don't like heavy makeup, or if you want to create a no makeup look, an everyday look, Merit is an amazing brand. They have very good ingredients. They're a clean brand and they have been so good to me. This is the first company that sent me beauty PR, and every time they have a release, I am included in their release most of the time. I do appreciate everything they send me. So today I'm going to create a full face because I have enough to do the entire face. I already did my brows. I did use their brow pencil. It's a very thin pencil and it's very, very nice. I actually do enjoy it. I have this in dark brown. You can really create hair-like strokes. As you can see, I really enjoy it, and it's not very waxy, but it's not very dry either. You can actually work with it really, really well. And then I used their brow gel already, and this one is in the shade brown. So I'm not sure if they have one. It does have a little brush, as you can see. I'm not sure if they have one that is clear, but this one is really nice. Now, if you have really unruly brows, this one is more of like a natural hold. It's not, you know, like your brows don't feel crunchy or hard or anything like that, but it does keep my brows in place, even though I don't feel like I have really unruly brows. Once I set them, they pretty much stay. Even if I don't use a brow gel, they pretty much stay where they are. I am going to be using the Minimalist Complexion Stick, and you can use this as a concealer, foundation. Now this doesn't work for me as a concealer because you need extra strength to hide these dark circles, okay? But I am going to use it as a foundation, and then I'll use a concealer, regular concealer, as a concealer on my face. And I usually just paint on my face, and then if I need to build it anywhere, I do. This is their brush, and I hope you guys stay to the end because I have something very special in a little bit. So as you can see, it's a very, I would say, light coverage. You kind of get the same kind of coverage as you would with a skin tint. Oh, by the way, the shade that I'm using is Bisque. I do have separate different shades, but this is one of the darker ones that I have. The other ones I have, they're very close. They're all very close, but they have sent me in the past, they have sent me different shades, but this one is the one that I think is the one that matches my skin the best right now. It's still a little light, but once I'm done with everything else, it will look okay. So it has like a light medium coverage. You can still see my hyperpigmentation. You know, that's just something that I have, and it's going to be hard to cover. But I feel like with this, you can build it if you need to. But I don't like to put way too much. It's not a heavy foundation. It feels light on your skin. But if you're expecting like a full coverage, this is not going to give it to you. I love the way that the packaging comes. It is very travel friendly and it feels nice. The packaging is beautiful in my opinion. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Fenty Beauty concealer, and I'm going to speed through this because this is not anything that is related to the brand. So I'm just going to put a little bit my panda eyes, and I'm going to blend it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my concealer's on. I put a little extra dot right there where I have most of my darkness, and I'm going to let it sit there for a few minutes. And I did take my concealer a little lower just to cover some of the hyperpigmentation, just a little bit. And whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to put it on my brow bone. I'm not going to put a eye primer on because I am using a cream eyeshadow, and these cream eyeshadows work a lot better if you don't have absolutely anything on your lids, including eye cream. I feel that on a 100% bare lid is where it works the best. So now for bronzer, I'm going to use their bronzer, and this is in the shade Clay, and I love the packaging. It is so pretty, and I try to keep this on. Sometimes I lose them, but hey. So this is the shade Clay. And you can go straight on your face. It doesn't pull the foundation. And one thing I have to say about this complexion stick is that it really does not feel sticky. I've never felt like I have to set it. It always feels like it's self-setting, and your face does not feel sticky or anything like that. So powder is optional. If you're the type of person that enjoys powder, you may want to powder it, but I really don't think it's necessary. And in the summer, when it's super hot, the least amount of products that I'm wearing, the better for me, because I just feel like it is way too uncomfortable and hot for too many products. This bronzer, it just melts on your face. It's like butter. They're so good. They do have different shades of the bronzer, and I love their blushes. They're so good, and they have such beautiful shades. But as you can see how easy it is to build, and I love the fact that you don't, I mean, you can, if you want to, put it on your back of your hand, or go straight like on the brush and then, you know, bring it to your face. You can do that, but you don't necessarily don't have to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now. I think I own every one of their blushes. I brought two. I brought Cheeky and Rouge. I think I'm going to use Cheeky. And this is what Cheeky looks like. It's a beautiful pink. And then Rouge, of course, is a red. But they have some that are like terracotta. They just have a lot of beautiful shades. And they're all very easy to apply. And they have a nice wear time. So I think I'm going to use the Cheeky. And I'm going to use this brush right here. I'm going to go on the blush. I think I may have put too much on there. And then on my face. And they're a little glowy. Not super glowy, but they do have glow. They melt right into your skin. I don't feel like they accentuate texture on your skin. It just looks really pretty. I think I got a little bit of concealer on my lid, and I don't want anything on my lid. Let me take that off so that my lid can be dry by the time that I do my eyeshadow. The only thing I don't own from them, and they actually sent me one in PR, is their mascara, but I have a feeling, I've seen other people use it, and I have a feeling that it's way too natural for me. I like mascaras that are a little, this is the brush with the foundation. I like mascaras that give me a little bit of drama, and I have a feeling that their mascara is not going to do that. So I didn't want to use it and waste it. I'd rather pass it on to someone else. Some people like more natural looks. For highlighter, I have two shades. This one is Kava. This is new to me, and this one in PR to me like in the last 2 weeks. And then I had Bounce. And Bounce is a little, it's like a little pink, peachy pink. It's beautiful. And this is one of those, it doesn't have any glitter, any shimmer in it. It's one of those that is like a gel, and it just looks like very nice and subtle on your skin. And then this one is Kava, and Kava is more of a champagne or clear. So I'm going to use Kava today because I've never tried this one before, and I use the other one all the time because it's beautiful. I really do enjoy it. I love those kind of highlighters that just gives you the little bit of glow without any kind of shimmer or anything like that. How pretty that is. This is the brush that has the blush in it, and I just want to make sure that everything is blended together. I'm going to put a little bit of that on my brow bone, just a tiny bit. And again, this is the packaging for the highlighter. Very pretty. All of their packaging, they're simple but elegant, beautiful. So now for my eyes, for eyeshadow, I have 3 of their eyeshadows. These are the ones that have like a little bit of shimmer, and they're called the Shadow Sheens. I have 3 of them. I have Glaze, Iris, and I have Matchbook. And they did send these to me in PR when they were released. These are really nice. Now the only way that I can get these to not crease, and I use a lot of cream eyeshadows, okay, and I know once in a while you'll find one that creases, And this, unfortunately, is one of those that creases. So the only way that I can get it to not crease is if I don't apply, like I said, eye cream or primer, and if I put a little bit of powder on my lids. Now, I never thought I had oily lids, but maybe I do. I don't know, because I've heard other people, you know, say that this does not crease on them. And if I do this, it doesn't crease on me, but if I don't, it will crease. So I'm going to swatch for you the 3 shades that I have. So this one is Matchbook, this one is Iris, and this one is Glaze. You can see how pretty they are. And I think I'm going to be using Iris and Glaze. The other one, Matchbook, is a little too bronzy. I really don't feel like wearing that right now. I like these so much better than their matte formula. Their matte formulas, in my opinion, dry out very quickly. I've had to declutter some of them, so I will not be buying any more of those. But these are absolutely gorgeous, and they are, since they're a little more creamy, I guess, I would say that they probably are not going to be drying on you. But these are very, very pretty. And I mean, if you're looking for something that like has like a more of a glitter or something like this is not it. But these are beautiful, and they do last all day. If you have oily lids, or just to be on the safe side, I would do the same thing that I did, not wear any kind of eye cream or an eye primer, and just powder your lids just a little bit. And you can use a brush if you want to. It has to be kind of a stiff brush, but I feel like my finger does the best with these. And then just take a brush and just go over the edges. Look how pretty that is. That is very, very pretty and very subtle. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the light one. I'm going to take that on my pinky and just pop it in the middle, just to brighten it up a little bit and give it a little bit of dimension. I took a little bit of the cream of the darker one and just go over the edge. And this is not a super hard brush. This is a REPHR 01, but it's stiff enough that it can pick up the cream eyeshadow. And you just need a little bit. It's just enough to go over the lid there. Now I'm going to go back to my concealer. I'm going to pick up a little bit, put it on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take this brush right here, grab a little bit of that, and go in my inner corner to try to brighten that up a little bit. My inner corners are very dark. All right. Now I do not, like I said, I don't have a mascara from them, so I'm going to use this one. This is a new one from Maybelline. It's a Lash Sensational. Okay, so I want to share with you that I own quite a few 2B mascaras. This is the one that is the easiest to remove. I mean, they're all pretty easy to remove, but this one wins the prize. I think this one removes the best of all of them. This one is a really nice mascara. It gives you separation, gives you length, no smudging, no flaking. And at the end of the day, when you go to take it off, you just wet your hands or your fingertips with a little bit of warm water, and it comes right off. It just comes off easier than the one that I love, which is the Too Faced, the Ribbon Wrap Mascara. I mean, that one is pretty easy to remove too, but this one is easier. This one, I'm impressed. Let me do my mascara really quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of powder, just a little bit, and just go over my forehead, which is the areas where I tend to get a little more oily when it's hot outside, and it's already like high 80s. Low 90s outside. As much as I love summer, because I love going to the beach. I mean, it's just, summers to me is like a happy time, right? But oh boy, I am so over this extreme heat that we have been getting. Every summer it seems to be worse. So I didn't go over my cheeks because I like that it's a little glowy on the cheeks. I'm fine with that. I mainly want to go on my T-zone. Okay, so for lipsticks, this is one of the new ones, the ones that they call the signature lip blush, and this is in the shade Framboise, and I'll show you what the shade looks like. This is such a beautiful formula. This is like a tinted balm, but it's not, it has a nice wear time. It looks beautiful on the lips. It smooths out, even though they're a little matte. I still feel like they're very forgiving, and your lips look smooth, and they look absolutely gorgeous. I think that their lip blushes are such a great formula. I really do enjoy it. So I'm going to do it without a lip liner so you can see the shade, and then I'll go ahead and use a lip liner. I have very small lips, so I have a very hard time doing my lips without a lip liner. I feel like I don't have any lips. So as you can see, it's like a pretty, I don't know, like a little bit of a fuchsia pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to use this lip liner. This is in the shade Mayfair, and I'll show you. That's what the lip liner looks like. It is a little darker than the lipstick. These are called the signature lip liners. Now, I'll be honest with you. I like to wear these if I'm going to wear them as a lipstick. This, to me, they're so creamy. It's a little hard to define your lips with these pencils, and I feel like they work better. It's like a lipstick lip balm combo in a pencil form. So it's my favorite lip liner to use as a lip liner. I'd rather have a lip liner that sets and doesn't go anywhere. This one will not set. This one will, it's not long lasting, okay? If I wear it all over my lip, then it's fine, because it's like wearing a tinted lip balm on your lips. It's very comfortable, very hydrating. Doesn't feel heavy on your lips, and it looks really pretty. If you fill your lips with it, it looks really, really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my lipstick and show you what it looks like. So it wears like a lipstick, like a tinted lip balm. This shade is very pretty. It's more of a cooler pink. I feel like I need a little more blush. What do you guys think? When I go edit my video, I'm probably gonna say what? I'm gonna use a little bit of this one, the red one. I'm actually going to put it on the back of my hand and go from there to my cheek. I feel like playing. Why not? I'm going to use the same brush that I used with the first. Oh my God, this is so pretty. This is such a beautiful, beautiful blush. I love red blushes. They give you like the prettiest flush to your skin. They're just gorgeous. And these are so, so good. They're so creamy. I love the fact that you don't have to worry about your makeup lifting when you apply them, or when you know, blend them in. They're just gorgeous. I just want to make sure that everything is melted into the skin. But look how pretty that is. I think that's gorgeous. So this is my entire look. Now, I have something for you. About a month ago, a rep from Merit emailed me, and he asked me if there was any products that I needed or any products that I wanted. So like I said, I think I own everything that Merit Beauty has, except for their mascara, because like I said, I don't think that their mascara is for me. So I didn't want to be greedy. When they released these lipsticks, the signature lip blush lipsticks, I purchased 2 of them. That's one release that they had that they didn't send me any products. So I purchased 2 of them. I purchased September and Gamay, I don't know. So anyway, I told them I chose 2 other shades. One is a red, and then this one, the Framboise that I had on before. Let me put this on top of the lip liner. And I told them, I said, I really don't need anything, but if you would like to send me something, you can send me those 2 lipsticks. That's all I told them. So about a week after, I received a box, okay? And when I received the box, I said, well, that box, I hope they don't use such a big box for just 2 lipsticks. Okay. Look what they sent me. Okay, and from this, I already pulled out my 2 lipsticks, 2 lip liners, the face wash cleanser, Oh, and the highlighter. I didn't have Kava, so I pulled out the Kava highlighter because I didn't have that one. I didn't pull anything else out because I have all of their blushes. I have a lot of their lipsticks. So I pulled out the 2 lipsticks that I had asked them for. So what I like to do is, some of you guys are here every single video that I post. And I really, really, truly appreciate it. You have no idea what your comments mean to me, what coming back. I mean, it's like we have a friendship. It's not just, you know, and one of the things about being a small creator is that I have time to answer all my comments. I have time to read all my comments. And I would love to grow my channel more, but I always want to be able to answer all the comments. And I want to pick several of you guys. I'm not going to be doing like one big giveaway. I want to be picking several of you guys and send you like a couple of products, like maybe a lipstick and a lip liner, a lip gloss. Okay, this send me their entire collection of their lip liners, their entire collection of the lip oils, their entire collection of their lip blush, the one like the formula that I just put on my lips. They sent me a full size of their perfume that I already own, so I'm not going to be keeping this because I'm not going to empty the other one anytime in the near future. They also sent me Gray Skin Instant Glow Serum, which is really, really nice. And everything they sent me, of course, is full size. And I have this already. This is very, very nice. It's like an oil, and this works really well. I would say if you have dry skin, you can probably wear this also during the night. Sometimes I just put my skincare on a little bit of this during the night and a little bit of foundation and call it a day. They also sent me their Gray Skin Priming Moisturizer, which is very, very nice. This, use it, like I said, like a moisturizer and primer, and it is not heavy. It is a beautiful product. I use this quite a bit because especially in the summer, I don't like to use a heavy moisturizer, and I don't like to use too many steps on my face. Usually I just use like a milky toner or like a face milk or something like that. So I love things like this because then I'll just use my milky toner and I will use this, my eye cream and SPF, and I'm done. So I do have a couple of blushes. They sent me a couple of blushes. I have, what shades do I have? I have Postmodern and Persimmon, I think is how you pronounce it. Yep. I have lip liners, and I have lip oils, and I have the remaining of the lipsticks. Please make sure that if you watch me all the time that you comment. Now this is only for US addresses. I am so sorry, but postage even in the US is getting very expensive. So this is only for my US subscribers. And just write on there what state you live in. You know, you don't have to give me a city, just so that I know that you watch to the very end. Like if you live in Texas, California, where it is you live in, just tell me where you live. And then I'll know that you watched the entire video. I'm going to leave this open for about a week, and then I will choose the winner, and I will contact you. I will write under your comment that you're one of the winners so that you can send me your address. That's all you have to do. And please, 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 if you are a silent watcher, even if you don't write me a comment, just leave me like a little emoji so that I know that you watch. So that in future videos, I get to know your name, and in future videos you can be included. Because if you spend the time watching me, I really want to show my appreciation for that. And I thought this is a perfect time to do it because they were so gracious and so generous sending me this. I know they'll never watch this video, but I really am so appreciative of Merit. I really think that they are, the fact that they send PR to small creators says a lot about the company, and I really do appreciate it. What I use the most, their bronzer, blush, highlighter, their blushes, and I love these. These are really nice. I use these all the time as a one and done eyeshadow. These are so easy to do. They're so easy to, you saw how easily it went on my eyes. I didn't have to fight with it to blend it. They're absolutely gorgeous. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Good luck. And I can't wait to send these things out to you because I just want to share. I want to be able to share. So again, it's not going to be a huge giveaway. I may include something extra not from the brand, but I do have other brand new products that I set aside for giveaways. So I may include something extra, but you'll probably be getting just a couple of things from Merit because I want to be able to gift to several of you. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.